horrible. It's just horrible. I'm Benny.
And I'm Minnie.
And together we are RVing Voyage. And we are at Fort Pickens National Park campground in Pensacola, Florida. And we're here as camp hosts right now. We got here in April and we'll be here till July.
Yes.
This video is not about the camp hosting here at Fort Pickens though. This video is about our shakedown run that took us through Fort Pickens. It was a freak out session for me, and I was the only one freaking out because Minnie was, I guess, enjoying herself fishing.
Well,
right?
Maybe, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you know, I mean, it was.
I enjoy myself fishing every chance I get. We had some
things that was going on that was really not that serious, and she was holding it together while I was, losing my mind. To put it nicely, I was anxious. I'll go with that, right? But we had some issues that was going on with the RV, and the thing is, it didn't have to be the way I was making it all out to be. It wasn't the explosion of disaster that was going on in my head. We had brake issues where the brakes kept going in and out because the cord was bad on the RV. But ultimately, I took care of the problem. We had brakes on the RV. And then there was the furnace that kept going off and on. But in that situation, we had electric heaters.
Yes. So we weren't cold.
We weren't cold. We were stopping, after I took care of the brakes. And we continued our trip. But before we left here, we did a few things. We had some relatives here, and they were enjoying themselves, and Minnie was enjoying herself as they should have been doing, as I should have been doing. But being an RV newbie, sometimes you freak out. You get this thing, you pay all this money for it, and you think things are just like going to pieces before your eyes, and they're really not. And all I had to do was take care of the problem and move on. But I didn't. So, but while we were here, we got to do a few things together. We started out fishing.
Went fishing.
But then we ended up hunting sand fleas, and because we were going to use them for bait for the pompano. And we walked a nice little trail that took us to the bayside.
Yeah. Yes, we did that.
And it was pretty cool. And then we continued our trip with brakes, mind you. But still, I'm in freak out mode. But we stopped at our Schaefer Herd Park. It's a Army Corps of Engineer
Yes.
campground.
Large sites, very nice on the lake.
Yeah, it's very nice place, and we could have did fishing there and could have had fun there. But I didn't get footage of it because I was in my head. And so I missed that opportunity, and I'm gonna go someplace with this. Then, then we from there we made our way up to Stone Mountain. Again, we had a wash machine put in the RV, and you can take it from here because you know what happened.
I started the washing machine up for the first time. I didn't put any clothes in it. I just wanted to run a cycle just to see how things, see if everything worked, and it finished its cycle. So I was in the living room area watching TV, and he was sitting at the dining room doing his thing. And I just happened to go back in the room, and there was water on the floor. And I said, Benny, there's water on the floor. He said, you're kidding me. No, I'm not. And he came back, and I grabbed some towels, and immediately, in the camera, because we wanted to show that there was water on the floor, and started cleaning everything up. And of course, he was a little bit more hyper and upset about it than I was at that moment.
Now, and here's the thing, right? Minnie got, most of the water up off the floor with towels and that sort of thing. And I went to Home Depot and got the wet vac. Yes. Got an air mover to put on the floor to dry the carpet.
Yes.
And a dehumidifier to pull extra moisture out of it. So this is what we got.
We're able to get
After everything was sopped up with a towel. Now, I mean, what more could be done? What more could be done? Right? We got the water up. Everything was good. But again, I'm in my head. I'm freaking out because, oh my God, all this water's on the floor in this RV, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, it's linoleum. on the floor, and the floors are sealed in the corners and that sort of thing, and the glue under the carpet is waterproof. But again, my head, we paid all this and all this going on. So now, in my freak out stage, we canceled the other stops that we had and drove straight through, left at 5 o'clock in the morning that next morning, and drove straight through back to Sanford so we could put the RV in the shop and get the RV fixed. But that was really nothing that couldn't wait until the next day.
However, with all that being said, while we were in Stone Mountain, we did get a chance to see the grandkids, and that was a plus. They had a good time hanging out with us. They didn't have to go through the washing machine spill because that didn't happen while they were with us.
So, but with everything else, I'm just constantly looking at the brake cord, trying to figure it out, instead of just enjoying that time. And I'm saying I'm going through all of this, to say basically to anybody who is thinking of, becoming a part of the full-time RV community, or just to get an RV, that things are gonna happen. Things break, It's not like a new car, new truck that's built differently than, a trailer. It's said that when you're pulling an RV, you're pulling a mini earthquake behind you. So you're definitely gonna have things happen with the RV. And unlike I did, keep it together. Deal with the problem. Go in resolution mode. Instead of freak out mode. And because once we got back, they changed the cord at La Mesa RV. They changed the 7-pin connector. We had brakes permanently and still have brakes. They changed the LP pressure. So they said we have, that the furnace work now. We haven't had, cool enough temperatures to try it, of course. But I have faith in giving them the benefit of the doubt. Done.
Right back up. Yeah. So I really like this one.
Yeah, hopefully that'll fit in there more snug and
and they probed the floor in the bedroom.
Yes.
And it was good. And they fixed the washing machine. We've used it several times since then.
Yes.
So it just wasn't, necessary. So there are things gonna happen. You're gonna get flats. You're gonna have things go wrong in the RV. You're gonna have all kinds of things just happen. And the biggest moral to this story is to hold it together. And now after we leave here, we have some trips planned that we're gonna follow through on, and we're gonna do better.
Yes. And we're gonna keep it together.
So, as I said, we are new to the whole RV thing, and we're also new to the YouTube thing. So if you want to see our videos get better, and you want to join this journey with us, then go ahead and push the subscribe button and then ring that bell so you'll be notified when we have new videos coming out. And do us a favor and click that like button for us, and we will see y'all in the next video. Until then, bon voyage.
Voyage.